Warm greetings from Georgia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Inga Kharchilava, Project Director, IIU Europe Head, Country Director, IIU Georgia, IIU Board Member. As always, today is an amazing, excellent, and special day. Today, we are hosting the Students' Conference, and today, our students are ready to share valuable knowledge. I wish you everyone success and thank you very much for this amazing work. Oh my God, look at these amazing young people who are ready to do their part to reduce the sustainable development goals. Not only students, oh, but we also have respected educators from Croatia, Romania, Albania, Georgia, Spain, UK, and Argentina. So welcome everyone. Our project is very important because the new generation is trying to convey its voice to the world. Young people are our future, yes. Many thanks to all the teachers who try to raise the awareness of their students and also try to fight together for the future. Yes. IIU, which was created by our dear Mr. Peyush Pandit, give us a very good opportunity for this. He brought together teachers, trainers, educators, and students from all over the world with one goal to improve future educators. Yes. My dear friends, before we start the amazing conference, let's get to know IIU and our founder. International Internship University, IIU, is a leading virtual education system and global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trustworthy and well-reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is a trust name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metamorphosing the conventional education system by carrying down the additional cost and providing access to more than 1,000 class courses and internships to their learners across the globe with the help of its 1,000 class global educators. IIU has formed its four councils, namely Women Entrepreneurs Council, International Students Development Council, International Youth Development Council, International Council of Educators. The main objective behind the councils is to provide support in very respect to the students, youth, women entrepreneurs, and educators. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Peyush Pandit Sir, a committed and inspiring social activist. Affectionate education is for the last 2 decades providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. He has publicized the World Education Policy. One education, one foundation, one world. Wow. The visionary Mr. Piyush had just one dream. No childhood be deprived of education. He is working towards it day and night. He is safeguarding and promoting education and well-being of learners at all times of life is commendable. The sky is the limit for your dedication and hard work. Thank you very much for this everything, sir. Okay, and now it is time to open your conference, and I'd like to give your stage to your amazing, so excellent, hardworking guest from Croatia, my dear sister, my dear friend, Professor Dr. Nada Ratkovic. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, my great sister Inga, for this opportunity. I'm really honored. I always like to be with youth. I just come from home and I left the youth for today. So I welcome all to this great conference because who is the youth we will hear today? This is not the first. We have so many conferences on this topic, but today will be another unique conference. So, what is youth in Europe? It is the same like all around the world, but we need to say that we have a special portrait of European youth today. And there are so many range of key issues that they state for the economy, for the employment, for many concerns they are facing. Today, we know that the European Union is for today and for tomorrow. So let's start little from the statistics. When we ask European Union means to the youth, it is said that youth is aged to 16 to 30 years. It is 58%, and it is linked for freedom to travel, freedom to work, freedom to study anywhere in European Union. Then 32% young Europeans think that the respect for democracy, for human rights, and all other rule of the laws is the main asset of European Union. If we want to say something today, our great Dr. Inga said sustainable development goals. We are talking about the climate change, the environment. We know that pandemic has make so many problems, differences. It drives people toward health, the climate change, and also for young Europeans. Today on this platform, we have so many youth from different countries. Europe has a green deal, and the European Green Deal is called we need to develop the renewable energy. It is dealing with the young people. So 68% of young people today has a situation in the national economy. What to say about the medias? Youth is the future of tomorrow. Yes, and we have today three types of youth equality, youth power, youth culture. And how many youth do we have today in Europe? We have almost 200 millions of children and young youth aged to 1 year till 29 years. So what we need to do. I want to say that 2022 in Europe is a European year of youth. So many programs. It is shining a light on importance of European youth to build a better future, a greener future, more inclusive and digital. So we cannot talk about digital if we don't mention green. And we have so many opportunities we are giving to the youth to learn, to share their vision, to meet people around the globe, over Europe, over European year. So many events are made. So what is our youth doing? What is our youth doing? What is the, so when you want to create that, when you want to make a politics about that, and if you want to be okay, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because you are an educator. You are giving idea. You have so many ideas. Today on this platform, I see we have one amazing representative of the youth with so many gold medals. He's an innovator, inventor. So never be scared. Never be scared about that, what you are doing and what you want to be. So the future of the schools in Europe is new European Bauhaus. Here at IIU, we have so many Europeans. Dr. Inga from Romania, from Georgia, from so many countries from Europe. And we are together building this new European Bauhaus called Beautiful, Sustainable Together on the global level. On the global level, we are trying to make that, we are bringing that, and we are connecting European youth with the global youth, with India youth. And if we want to say which country has almost number of the youth, India. India has the biggest number of the youth. So European Green Deal can also help in the everyday life of other youths, leaving the space, inviting the Europeans, inviting other youth to make, imagine, to build together a sustainable and inclusive future. Why Bauhaus? Because that is a creative, that is a movement, that is a transdisciplinary movement, and it is making a bridge between the world of science, technology, art, and culture. And yes, all 17 sustainable goals are here. And if you want to go to Europe, you have so many opportunities. You can be a part of Youth European Parliament. You can be a leader of SDGs also. So let's make that together. Let's make that together. Let's make our future sustainable, more greener, more digital, and internships, so many trainings, all. We need to give that to our youth, and I can say IIU is giving that every day. Every day, our Sir Piyush Pandit, our founder, all team of IIU, all are doing on this for the better for the youth. So I don't want to talk more, my dear Inga. We have so many guests, we have so many youth. So I want to hear their voice because the voice of youth is today important. When we hear them, then we will get new ideas, and then we will continue with our actions. We will continue with our actions because the voice and hearing them, that is our orienteer. That is a path for the future. So thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Wow, thank you so much, my dear. As always, yes, really, your speech was amazing. So amazing. We are proud of you. Thank you very much for always being with us. God bless you. Keep up a great and amazing job. Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you.
Oh, my dear Nada, today we have also so amazing guest from Argentina. Dear, yes. Dear Maria, can you hear me, dear?
Yes, hi.
Oh, thank you so much. Join and always support us. Thank you. And
No, it's a pleasure for me.
Yours. And go ahead.
Okay. I will need to share my screen.
Okay, dear.
So
You
can you
can.
allow me to do so?
Yes.
Wow. Right. Well, here we are. First of all, I want to thank IIU and Dr. Inga Kharchilava because you have considered me within this world of in which you are speaking so much about European youth, and I want to reach that European youth from another extreme of the world, which is Argentina. And it is a pleasure for me to join you because this is a proof of the inclusion you are working on at IIU. Yes, I really value the commitment IIU shows and as regards changing the world into a place which includes everybody and gives everybody opportunity for to grow. Yes. There is someone speaking there.
I will
don't know
mute.
if
I
you
will
can
mute
it.
all.
Well, okay.
Thank you, dear.
Sorry. Well, now it's okay. Well, the idea I wanted to share with you is why it is so important to teach sustainable development. And this idea started some years ago at the United Nations. It is important for people to learn because it is unlikely that we choose something we don't know that exists. So it is very important to show youth and also some grown-ups who have to learn a lot together with youths as regards the Sustainable Development Goals. According to UNESCO 2018, education for sustainable development empowers learners to take informed decisions and responsible actions for environmental integrity, economic viability, and a just society for present and future generations while respecting cultural diversity. It sounds as a big goal, but it is really achievable. According to the 2030 Transformational Agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals recognize that all countries must stimulate action in the following key areas: people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership, in order to tackle the global challenges that are crucial for the survival of humanity. But if we see all the Sustainable Development Goals, we immediately notice that there are so many and they are interconnected that nobody can teach them in isolation, and no country can teach them in isolation either. We need to join for once and for all together in order to help everybody be part of this world, which is growing on the one side, and at the same time, it is presenting so many challenges to young people and to grown-ups as well, that sometimes we feel at a loss. And so it is so important to help from education so that we all speak the same language. And that is the language of unison. We can do this by working on experiential learning and presenting students with the opportunity to develop projects together or solving problems together. That is problem-solving approach or a project learning approach. because we all throughout schooling, we help individuals to develop their identity and their personality. And there are certain things that are unchangeable or very difficult to change. If we see the lower layer here, that are personality variables which are inherited or which have been developed by the caretakers of their very young early days in life. And there are some others which are superficial, specific, and learnable, which are at the top, which if they are repeated and they are evaluated together, if they are discussed collaboratively, we learn that they are the values we can keep forever. And that is what constructs our real personality. That is why it is so important to work on sustainable development goals at educational institutions, because there are no differences as regards social levels, wealth. They are all together, working together with the same goal. And there is where our students can actually make these sustainable development goals theirs. This is what I try to transmit, and this is what I include in my books, projects which show and help students live the value of working together in order to make this world a better place for everybody to live together. And this is everything I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Great, great. Thank you so much, dear. Well, it was a very interesting and very important presentation. Thank you very much for this sharing. Thanks a lot. I'm sure that many young people will learn a lot today. Not only young people, also we. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear. Great.
Thank you.
So welcome. And now we have so amazing students from Georgia, from Zestafoni. Dear Tina team, can you hear me? You are ready? Your students are ready.
Yes, yes, of course, we are ready.
So
Hello to everyone.
welcome, so welcome. Best wishes.
Nice to be with you in this evening. We were waiting, so excited to share our practice, to talk to you, to share our ideas. We represent the Zestafoni Public School number 4. We got 8 students, and our students will present their ideas of sustainable development goals. And 5 teachers like me, we are working with our students. So with your permission, I'll start to share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, visible. Best wishes.
So we are Zestafoni Public School number 4, and our location is on the map here. And we will start with our first presenter, David Lursmanashvili. Dato, please start your microphone.
Do you hear me?
Yes, of course, please.
Good evening. My name is David Lursmanashvili. I am in 10th grade and today I'm going to talk about our school. We are from Georgia, from the administrative center of Zestafoni district in Western Georgia, with a population of 20,800 inhabitants. It is an important industrial center with a large ferroalloy plant processing manganese ore. Zestafoni Public School number 4 is a state school having primary, secondary, and high school levels. There are 711 students and 50 teachers at school. Our school is adapted from students with special needs. School is implementing new school model of the Ministry of Education of Georgia, introducing different activities and projects. Save the Environment is a project we implemented in 2020-2021 school year. The aim of the project was to raise earth protection awareness of students and implement lots of activities, such as recycling, coronavirus Earth Day, tree planting. Healthy Lifestyle is a project implemented in 2021-2022. The goal of the project was to introduce different activities, supporting healthy food, drinks, fitness, promotion of sport games, raise awareness, and lots of topics. Convention of the Right of the Child is a project implemented in partnership with UNICEF. Students Council worked out the project and won the first prize in the competition. School clubs. There are 3 clubs at school, and all of them were organized from the sustainability of the implemented project. Eco Club 44 was created after the Environment Protection Project was implemented in 2020-2021. CRDO, Defense the Rights, stands for Students' Council Project about Right of the Child. Fit Club was organized after the project of Healthy Lifestyle. Global Green Cylinder, date stays the legacy of the project introduced. April 22nd, Earth Day, Environment Protection Project. April 7th, World Healthy Day, Healthy Lifestyle Project. March, National Nutrient Month, Healthy Lifestyle Project. March 22, World Water Day, Environment Protection Project. June 5th, Global Environment Day, Environment Protection Project. There is a Students' Council at school consisting of 24 students of secondary and high levels. Teachers are also in help with the Students' Council.
Thank you, David. And the next presenter, please, Anuke.
Yes. Good evening. My name is Anuke Modebadze. I call a case to healthcare. Our government policy speaks for itself, ensuring medical care and free vaccination. Also, the population awareness towards vaccines needs to be raised. Our school organized webinars, discussions, and project work to raise the awareness of school population and their families. Raised awareness, vaccination. Scientists of the coronavirus under a microscope enter the blood. The body cannot feel this because it cannot recognize the virus and it silently reproduces in the body. It is for such a case that we need the vaccines, because in the case of the virus attack, our body will be able to recognize it and fight. That's how the vaccines work. Harmful habits. Nowadays, there are lots of harmful habits among young people, and they do not have healthy lifestyle. In many cases, the cause may be the carelessness of parents. The role of school is also important in the formation and development of teenagers. Harmful habits include smoking cigarettes from early age, addiction to alcohol, internet, and drugs. All this is found around us, of course, but the majority of the society does not react to it, which has a negative impact of our future generation.
Marta, please, you can start your microphone.
Good evening. I am Marta Machdidze. These slides were prepared by Lasha Todidze. Unfortunately, he couldn't attend this conference, so I will introduce these slides. We fight such problems with awareness raising and promotion of healthy lifestyle activities. Negative consequences of harmful habits. Consumption of tobacco, cigarettes, alcohol addiction, cyber addiction, and drug addiction can cause lots of negative changes in the human body, and in many cases, even death.
Martha, start your microphone.
Healthy lifestyle, how to fix bad habits and how to protect yourself. As we mentioned, bad habits lead to negative impact on our health. To get rid of the addiction to alcohol, tobacco, and drugs, we should contact the proper people to help us. As for internet addiction, which is very common among children, our recommendation is to parent would to spend more time with their kids on the fresh air and make the internet less interesting place for them.
Please, Anna.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Inga Kharchilava-12 Dec. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm going to talk about goals number 4 and 15. Goal number 4, quality education. The goal of Georgia and the world is that 2020 quality education is equally available to everyone. Inequality is eliminated in the educational system. Safe, inclusive, and positive environment in school are created. The number of well-trained and qualified teachers is increased. Students with special needs are integrated in our classrooms and they follow their individual curriculum. Different crafting and specialized course promotions are introduced to help students choose their future profession. Our school has the highest scored teachers in the region this year exams. School staff is well trained and open to new challenges.
Please, Luca.
Good evening. My name is Luca Uksadze, and I'm gonna talk about CDG 6, clean water and sanitation. The goal of the Georgia is that by 2013, all people have access to safe drinking water and good sanitation. Water quality is monitored to reduce contamination. People are educated on healthy hygiene habits. Water-related ecosystems are protected. Mountains, forests, rivers, and etc. Clean water. Soft drinks when drinking, try to choose a healthier drink in accordance with your health and balanced diet. Most soft drinks contain large amount of sugar and contains snacks containing an excessive amount of sugar also contain calories. Energy drinks are high in both sugar and caffeine. Be sure to check nutrition value on soft drinks. This will help you choose a drink that is lower in calories and relatively healthy. Water, drink plenty of water. Water is the healthiest choice to quench your thirst. Water has no calories and no sugar. It is the perfect liquid that a person must consume every day. Without water, your body cannot function properly. It is recommended to drink clean water. Sanitation and hygiene. It is necessary to wash your hands properly. Wash your hands often, especially before eating, after you blowing your nose, sneezing, and coughing. If you don't have access to soap and water, use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Ventilate your living space often and tidy up in a wet manner. Adhere to the number of people allowed. Follow the rules of wearing a mask. Wash your hands often. The more people there are in the one room and the smaller the room is, it should be more rare. There is flu vaccine and remember to keep yourself and your child vaccinated. Thank you.
Please, Lana, you can start your microphone.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Lana Gurjidze. I'm in 11th grade. I'm going to talk about Sustainable Development Goal number 12. The goal of Georgia and the world is that by 2030, efficient use of waste is increased. The public is kept informed and educated about harmonious life with nature. Waste management. Primary school students organized a waste sorting campaign and placed glass, organic, paper, and plastic waste in different bins. Also, within the framework of the Keep Georgia Tidy project, KGT, the Eco Club created Eco Hero, works from various wastes. Senior students organized a cleaning action around the school and sorted the waste into bins and compost. All the pictures you can see are our school activities.
Tato, please.
Hello, I'm Tato Kurtsigidze. I'm in ninth grade and we're going to talk about Sustainable Goal Development number 13. The Earth is in danger. Excellent. Introduction to environmental problems. In today's world, the environmental problems are very challenging. Our planet faces several consequences of climate change in the future if these problems are not addressed timely. Natural disasters such as severe floods, droughts, wildfires, all are the results of the environmental pollution and climate change. The nature is where we all live, so we should keep it clean. So let's discuss the causes of those environmental problems and learn more how to keep our nature green. The climate changes. Something is happening to our climate. We are facing global warming, which means the temperature is rising due to emission of greenhouse gases. Causes of climate change. Natural causes volcanic eruptions. Human causes greenhouse gases, deforestation, coal mining, burning of fossil fuel, industrial process, and agriculture. Effects of climate change. Rise in sea level, melting ice sheets, heavy rainfall across the globe, extreme drought, and ecosystems are changing. Water pollution. Water is the most useful resource. Without it, life is not possible on Earth. Water is polluted by factories, throwing garbage in the river, and etc. Causes of water pollution. Causes of land pollution.
Sorry.
Okay, yes. Cosmetic waste, sewage system, solid waste, industrial waste, acid rain, and oil industry. Causes of land pollution. Industrial waste, burning open dumps and forest fires, deforestation, household garbage, urbanization, and concentration of population. How to solve the problems. Turn off the tap when you soap your hands. Take a shorter showers, ride a bike or walk more. Don't use plastic bags, don't throw things out, sort them. Thank you. In connection with Earth Day, our ninth grader Martha Machitidze created an animation. We offer this video. Martha, go on.
Hello again. I created this animation for an Earth Day in April 22nd. I wanted to show how often we fail to remember our favorite living place, the Earth. Environment, recycling, ozone layer, water, and energy are imaginary friends of the Earth, and they take care of it. They go to her birthday and congratulate with a smile. The Earth is very joyful and happy. But as time passes, everyone starts thinking only about themselves, and our Earth is forgotten. At the end of the animation, everyone realizes personal responsibility, remembers the Earth, and becomes eco-friendly again. Personally, I try to consume less water to help rivers and oceans, turn off the lights and TV if there is no need, and try to participate in tree planting and cleanup activities. I want my idea to come true as soon as possible.
Long time ago, people used to take care of the earth. They would never forget about her birthday and always would bring her gifts. As the time passes, people start thinking about only themselves. After a while, they forgot about Earth at all. Earth was very sad about all of this, and she started crying. Her crying caused disasters like earthquake, flood, tsunami, tornadoes, and so on. People were curious about what was the reason for all of these disasters. They remembered about Earth and how they left her. They said, disasters are happening because we left her. They realized their mistakes and went to check on Earth.
We have a bit of our presentation and we will finish. Okay, Anna, please.
Goals number 15. Earth's ecosystem. The goal of Georgia and the world is that by 2030, protect Earth's ecosystems and preserve biodiversity. Threats to endangered species are ended. Deforestation is reduced and more trees are planted. To protect ecosystems and habitats, our school participated in the action of planting trees. On Earth Day, paint trees, various fruit trees, and flowers were planted in our year. The students were greatly interested in the future life of the plants they have planted, and they do their best for the new trees and flowers to help them to find their place in the ecosystem of the school yard.
Lana, please.
Hi again, my name is Lana and I'm going to talk about Sustainable Development Goal number 17, Partnerships for the Goals. The goal of Georgia and the world is that by 2030, the 17 goals for sustainable development are implemented using required resources. These goals are included in national strategies and plans. Countries work more with data and statistics to be able to evaluate the process of working on the global goals. Earth locally and think globally is the slogan we follow. For being local and to give sustainable life to the goals, we integrated them in our school curriculum and the dream memorandum with Kutaisi State University. We also have contacts with lots of national authorities and companies such as Kratskaro Public School, College Iberiam, College Construct 2, and etc. For being global, we drive connections with different international partners such as Embassy of US and PH International within the program Access, UNICEF memorandum with Tauragė School Lithuania, partnership program with Danish school experts via trade union, Global Education Georgia. In order to achieve all the sustainable development goals, children must be put at the center of the agenda. Thanks for your attention.
Oh my God.
So that's all to our presentation. It was lots of to say, and our kids tried to express their awareness according to sustainable development goals. Here's the staff who worked on this presentation. Thank you everybody for listening us, and thank you for having chance to introduce ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, million thanks. I'm really happy and proud today. It was a great presentation, very important presentation. Thank you so much. Many thanks to the amazing young people, young students, teachers, school administration, the director, all, thank you. Congratulations on this great success. Keep up an amazing job. You are our future. Yes, really. Thank you. And change the environment for the better. Go ahead. Congratulations. Thank you so much, dear Tina team. Congratulations. Big respect.
Thank you for having such a chance.
Great. The Stephanie Frost Day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, and now from Georgia, we go and UK. Dear Christy, can you hear me? My respect to you.
Yeah, I think I can hear you. I would love to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. It's a great honor, honestly, being here with you today at this youth conference. And
Thank
I
you.
must say that I am simply amazed, and I just have no words how to express my gratitude and or my recognition to the students who just presented.
Thank you.
Guys, you are in 9th grade, 11th grade, and there you are teaching the adults about sustainable goals, showing us your concerns and showing us your solutions. And that's something really, really incredible. Your teacher, your parents must be very proud of you. And here's from me to you, be proud of yourself because you are the future generation. You are the solution. And I came today to a conference prepared to talk about the importance of teaching sustainable goals. But it seems like the young people, they already know that this is very important. I would like to especially congratulate Marta. Marta, you did an amazing job with the video. I mean, it's amazing. Thank you for reminding the adults that we lost the connection with the earth and we have to reconnect with the earth because we are all one. Thank you for reminding us that we live on the earth and we have to protect it. And that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
You know, people in the past, they used to live in harmony with nature. They used to live in harmony with the elements. People used to sit in a circle, right? Because in circle, nobody is above and nobody is below. People were all equal. And this is what we forget along the way. Okay. And there is one thing what I would really love to remind you and remember. There is nobody above you and nobody below you. You are all equal, no matter of gender, male or female, no matter of race, no matter of religion. We are all equal sitting in circle and trying to protect the earth. And this is what you showed us today. Sometimes in school, they teach you that you have to be successful in order to be someone, right? They teach you that you have to climb the corporate ladder to be successful. But what I'm telling you is this. You are all unique, you are all equal. And there is plenty of space and place for each and one of you. Learn to support one another, be partners, compete with yourself and don't compete with your fellow students, right? With your fellow business partners later on when you get there. Because I think that's the most important thing. The unity and the love, because this is how we can save the earth. This is how we can implement all the sustainable goals, only with love, because that's the highest vibration on the earth. And when the earth has a high vibration, you vibrate high, you vibrate on the frequency of love. This will raise and this will solve the problems, basically, because earth is cooperating with us. If you vibrate on unity, if you vibrate in love, and I loved what you said about healthy lifestyle. Yes, it is very important, and it goes again back to organic. We have to learn to live a healthy lifestyle because you see, hospitals, they are sick care. But what I'm telling you is learn to take care of yourself, of your health, that's health care, of your physical health, mental health, and the health of your soul. That's health care. When you get to the hospital, that's sick care, and we don't want to get there, right? I would love to say a huge thank you, Inga, for inviting me, because what happened today is that actually I've learned myself a lot. I've learned that the students are ready. We try to teach them, we try to inspire them, yet here they are inspiring us, showing us what we must do in order to to reach our goals. So I would love to thank you and to congratulate all of you today. It's an amazing job. And I'm really, really proud of you.
Thank you so much. And we are so really proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Inga.
Yeah, your speech always is inspiring. Thank you so much. You are excellent educator. God bless you. Thank you so much.
You too, my
Okay. And now we have also an amazing student from Georgia, Natia Izoria. Can you hear me, dear? You are ready?
Yes,
Hello.
I'm ready. Hello.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
I am from Georgia. I am history teacher in Ahalabastumani Public School.
1 minute.
I am glad
1 minute.
will be
1 minute.
Ahalabastum.
1 minute. Sorry. Okay, dear. Natia, can you hear me? Okay, go ahead.
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. Can you see my screen?
I think.
Can you?
I think. I cannot see. Okay, yes, great.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the impact of war on climate change. I am from Zuktiti, School of Halabasumani Public School, and this presentation is presented by the student of 9th grade, Natia Izoria, and my leader is history teacher, Maka Papova.
Great. Thank you. Dear Maka, please introduce yourself. Hello, dear. Yes, please mute your microphone. Yes.
Hello. I am from Georgia. I am a history teacher in Ahalabastumani Public School. I am glad that my school will be present in front of you with a theme, impact of force on climate change, which present to you 9th grade student Natia Izoria. Please, Natia. Thank you.
Oh, welcome. Thank you so much, great teacher. Go ahead, Natia.
Okay, so yes, so basically we're talking about the impacts of the climate change. Let's see what the climate change is in general. My goal is to show you that the war not only can damage material stuff, but can also have a huge impact on the climate change, which will later cause many different problems around the world. So what is climate change? In general, climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. These shifts may be natural, such as through variations in the solar cycle. But since the 18th, humans' activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. So, well, basically, this is the usually every day that we're doing, like driving a car, a bus, and the gases from here. Burning fossil fuels generates greenhouse gas emissions that act like a blanket wrapped around the Earth, trapping the sun's heat and raising temperatures. Examples of greenhouse gas emissions that are causing climate change include carbon dioxide and methane. These come from using gasoline for driving a car or coal for heating a building. For example, clearing land and forests can also release carbon dioxide. Landfills for garbage are a major source of methane emissions. Energy, industry, transport, buildings, agriculture, and land use are among the main emitters. Okay. People are experiencing climate change in diverse ways. Climate change can affect our health, ability to grow food, housing, safety, and work. Some of us are already more vulnerable to climate impacts, such as people living in small island nations and other developing countries. Conditions like sea level rise and saltwater intrusion have advanced to the point where whole communities have had to relocate. and protracted droughts are putting people at risk of famine. In the future, the number of climate refugees is expected to rise. Armed conflict is bad for people, but most of us don't think about the fact that it also has very bad and lasting effects on our natural environment. Land, air, water, plants, animals, and all living organisms comprise the natural environment. A geographical environment is also called a natural environment, as it interacts with nature. Environmental terrorism involves targeting nature resources. Ecoterrorism involves targeting the environment such as roads, buildings, and trucks. History has recorded many wars over the centuries. The catastrophic impacts of destruction has led to the degradation and decline of planet Earth and its natural environment. Not only can war be damaging to the social environment, but military activities produce extensive amounts of greenhouse gases, causing pollution that contributes to anthropogenic climate change and resource depletion, among other negative scars on the overall environment. War causes pollution incidents which are industrial in their scope. Oil or energy facilities are deliberately attacked. Scorched air techniques include the destruction of agricultural infrastructure like canals, wells, and pumps, leading to transboundary impacts of contamination of rivers, aquifers, or the sea. As we all know that now that we're talking about the war, we cannot just ignore the ongoing war in Ukraine. The current invasion of Ukraine by Russia impacted its natural environment in many ways. Wars are inherently violent and harmful. Destruction of resources can sometimes create more catastrophic harm than bombs and bullets. Destruction of farms, livestock, gardens, land, and other civilian infrastructure are causing food shortages. Severe disruption of economic activities, threatening the means of survival, hampering the lives of humans and all wild species, and triggering displacement, starvation, and death due to threatened food security and other. Weapons and military material used during conflicts also leave environmental legacies. Landmines, cluster munitions, and other explosive remnants of war can restrict access to agricultural land and pollute soils and water resources with metals and toxic energetic material, which is definitely not very good for the earth. Now, I wrote a list about how war impacts the climate crisis and the environment. Militaries consume enormous amounts of fossil fuels. The second one is that bombing and other methods of modern warfare directly harm wildlife and biodiversity. Pollution from war contaminates the bodies of water, soil, and air. Warfare releases greenhouse gas emissions. Even in peacetime, militaries consume extreme amounts of dirty energy because no one knows that what's going to happen, so they keep it just in case. This includes training facilities, dormitories, and manufacturing plants in many countries. Biodiversity destruction, deforestation, degradation of natural landscapes, depleting the planet of its natural resources, affecting ecosystems worldwide. How can we restore a damaged environment? As much as we wish that did not happen, wars and armed conflicts do happen, causing huge problems for humanity and the earth. What can we do? I believe we need to reset humanity's relationship with the natural world and try to balance the earth's problems through transformative actions. Below are some examples of what you can do. First is to volunteer on a restoration project, then rewild, support green businesses, work with people who support environmental projects, donate to conservation groups, eat less meat, Choose green investment. But when I say that it lasts me, I don't ask you to be vegetarian or vegan. I just ask you to eat a little bit of less meat just so you can save it for later in work cases, or you can just save more animals. And also join or organize a beach cleanup next to replenish your homeland's natural resources, simplify your home, create a green team with your club or community, protect and preserve humanity's quality of life together, and grow and share a joyful and fulfilling journey. And at the end, the most important part of all of these happenings is to plant trees. Thank you for listening. I believe that's all I've got, and I've got to thank you for the possibility to take a part in our exciting and perfect project, and I'm glad to be your presenter.
You are so amazing, my dear Natia. So proud of you. Wow, really amazing presentation. Your topic is also so important. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. წარმატებები ძირფასო, წარმატებები, ყოჩახ. მიემატები. საოცარი გამოსვენები ყავს. Okay. And now from Georgia, we go and Albania. And also we have so amazing teacher, amazing educator, amazing, so great students. Irena Bibat, can you hear me, dear?
Yes, I hear you.
So welcome. How are you?
Hello, dear Inga. Always, it's a great pleasure being here with you and IIU.
Also, dear, we also really proud of you. We appreciate your job and thank you so much for everything. Go ahead.
Okay.
Writing your amazing also presentation. It's always
learning. Okay. Learning for sustainability beyond recycling and polar bears. You might be looking at the title of my material thinking, but isn't recycle important? I was told that recycling is important. And aren't polar bears vulnerable due to the melting sea ice? We should raise awarenesses of these things. These statements are all true. Recycling is important. Polar bears are vulnerable. We should raise awarenesses of these things, but we should not stop there. Research and educational literature have come to the same conclusion. Awarenesses raising and experiences in nature are not enough to teach sustainability. Pupils should not just be learning about and in the environment, they should also be learning by sustainability. This means examining how the environment interacts with the social, economic, and cultural sphere as well. The whole school approach to sustainability has been around for decades, but it has gained steam lately because it meshes with the kind of holistic thinking. The United Nations and the European Commission have both stressed its potential. This material will give you a better understanding of this approach and help you to put it into practice, no? For every complicated issue, there is a simple solution, and it's the wrong one. We are not going to solve the climate emergency with civil bullets. It's not the environment on the one side, poverty on this other side, patriarchy on another. Everything is connected, and we really need to see this as a systemic change and address every aspect of that system. The whole school approach to sustainability does what it says on the tin. It engages every phase of the school, every factor, so that learners can live what they learn and learn what they live. It allows sustainability to be part of the school culture instead of just an add-on it. In this approach, sustainability shapes the pedagogy, but also the school community, relationships, school practices, curriculum, professional development, and leadership, we will focus on the first three aspects. There are many entry paths to this approach. It doesn't have to proceed from the top down. No. In fact, one of the most influential examples of whole schools sustainability, got kickstarted by a Japanese physical education teacher who had been carrying out conservation activities in local rivers, activity camps and remote islands, and fiery farming. Eventually, these unfocused activities gave rise to a special subject, new relationships with the local community, a permanent section in the town's magazine, and more. Why a whole school approach? Our school has an open enrollment policy. We have taken to place in a particular focus and emphasis on sustainability, biodiversity, climate change, and this was brought about because of the students looking at the adults in the room for a change, and there are new issues arising in schools such as eco-anxiety, eco-depression, and the whole sense of hopelessness. That's described in the session in the media around the doomsday scenario, around climate change, and so on. So we took the view that its students could learn the measures and strategies that would be necessary for a responsible, good global citizenship. Well, then, as a school, it behaves us to look at that. So we employed sustainability chaplain to guide us and to ensure that the ethos of our school, the culture of our school, the activity going on in our school was consistent with what good global citizenship would promote and what climate change and sustainability and biodiversity and what ultimately needed our planet. We go to another slide now. So, how do we go beyond a surface level reading of sustainability? This is a struggle for a lot of teachers who do not feel equipped to teach such an involved topic. And it is a struggle for national curricula due to logistical, social, and political barriers. But this complexity and controversy are exactly the sort of qualities that can make learning stimulating for pupils. Not only that, they hone the system thinking and critical inquiry that are so vital for 21st century. In their voting, behavior, and professional life, pupils will need to make decisions about complex issues that have not simple answers, and they should already develop the necessary frameworks to deal with them in their school years. Learning for sustainability, teaching for complexity. I feel that in our school right now, the geography course that we take is basically the main way in which we learn about sustainability. That's where we get our education on how to better the climate and so on. And when we learn, it feels to me like we're being taught about what sustainability is. As in, we learn the theory, like the circular economy is a part of it, and sustainable development is built on 3 pillars of social, economic, and environmental, and we learn about what is it. We don't really learn, I feel, about how to achieve it or even why it's needed so much. Students manage complexity by the time that they are 17 or 18. They're dealing with complexity in all of their other subjects, in physics, in chemistry, in math, in my subject, literature, etc. Across the board, we have to handle a lot of complexity, but when they do green things, it's never complex. It's always simplified, or like I said earlier, almost primary school level. So students are hungry for that. So of course, when we get older, you want to do things which are appropriate to your age level. You have to think systematically and holistically about everything, because every single piece of the jigsaw in a sustainability crisis is connected with another piece of the jigsaw. So you have social, economic, political, biological, physical. It's all one very complex matrix. It has to be transdisciplinary or interdisciplinary at least, because that's when the complexity arises. If you're just looking in isolation at a flute, or you're looking in isolation at a heat wave, it's not complex. But when you put it inside a system, it is. The situation in our whole European education system is that we have more or less teachers who are really expert in one subject. We have what we can call a kind of European school education, platform education. We have teachers who are specialists and talk and teach subject as specialists with students. So we are training students as specialists in different fields, but what is lacking, and it is exactly what complexity means, what is lacking is the space to build the link and the interaction between the different categories of knowledge. Based on what you have learned so far, we can try to classify these activities. Consumption awarenesses, pupils are taught about changes to their daily lives that can help to combat climate change, such as cycling to school, eating less meat, and recycling, and use a carbon footprint calculator to assess their own behavior. Building a vegetable garden. Pupil work in groups with designed roles like presenter and documenter to create blueprints for a school vegetable garden, following a lesson on ecosystem. Equitable emission reduction. After an overview of the Paris Agreement, people work in groups to analyze that latest data, emission in more and less developed countries, compare them with the necessary emission reduction, and write a blog about costs and their findings. The annual cleaning up on local beach. Pupils go to the nearest beach where they are given instruction on how to pick up litter. Local issue analysis. Pupils read newspapers, articles, and reports on local sustainability issues provided by the teacher. Then they write a brief from the point of view of a city government official, explaining which questions should be prioritized, etc. Do they sound good for primary school, secondary school, both or neither? Whole school approach to sustainability, one size does not fit all. We need to make connection. We need to make people understand that every single topic does not exist as a single topic, but is just part of a much more complex organization. When we have to build the menus for the canteen, obviously the student will feel the necessity to discuss with the management of the canteen, with the management of the school, with the parent. And it will start a really complex but mandatory reflection about the budget, obviously about the possibility to find food in our local environment and what we will do with the waste. Do we have a policy about reduction of waste, etc.? So I think really every single aspect to start a reflection is a good one. A teacher said, I think it has to be graduated again. So think like a food in the canteen or gardens, little allotments and things like that. Those are things which the younger students can deal with because it's tactile. But as they grow up in the school, we should be advancing them into much wider thinking, wider action, taking them to organize events, putting them into the civic space. So it should grow with the student's age. So yes, hold school, but not hold school in a sort of flat horizontal way in which everybody does a bit of recycling, because that's not enough. Thank you for listening to me.
You are so
It's a great
amazing.
pleasure being here.
You
Thank
are
you, dear
really
Inga.
amazing.
Thank you, IIU. Thank you, Nada. And now, I don't know if my student Kristalina is here. I want to invite her to present her material. Kristalina, are you here, my dear? I think she had issues. Okay, you can go ahead with another speaker or students, because Kristalina has issues with internet right now.
Oh, okay, dear. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. A great speech, great presentation. We are proud of you. Always. Thank you. And now we have also a young educator from Romania. He's a really great person also. Mihail, can you hear me? You are ready?
Hello everyone. Do you hear me? It's okay about the audio?
Oh, welcome. Yes.
Okay, so I think I can start, right?
Yes.
Okay, put the presentation
Mm-hmm.
and let's start. All right. So,
Yeah.
hello everyone. I'm Mihai Stănescu from University Polytechnic of Bucharest, and today I want to show a personal perspective about the importance of teaching sustainable development. Why we put a lot of potential on this idea, and how can we help us now and also in the future. First, let's talk about teaching. Why this notion? So, by creating a vision for teaching, education are able to craft an ideal image of what is they wish to accomplish in their classrooms and use this to sustain them throughout their teaching career. So in other words, it's important to, let's say, steal the best skills students from the teachers, because this can help in the future about their future jobs and future career. It doesn't matter on which field. Now, in the European context, the mission of European schools is to provide a multilingual and multicultural education. Also, the European school system consists of 2 years of early education, 5 years of primary and 7 years of secondary education. One interesting fact, which is very popular in Europe, it's about European programs for non-formal education, like Erasmus projects. And for me personal, I take part in some of them. And it was very interesting and helped me, because now, let's say, we are talking about non-formal education. I learned about how to have a speech in front of people, about how to have an efficient time management, and not the least, how to be more social and how to manipulate in a good management my emotions. So it's very interesting, this aspect, and I hope in the future the Erasmus will develop with continents, and why not together to have a better world. Now, about SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. These were adopted by United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people enjoy peace and prosperity. And I think until now we are going on a good ascendant way, because, okay, about the pollution, we try always to find new renewable resources. About technology, okay, let's see a good part in what happens in the recent history. It was the pandemic period. The digital were developing a lot. And as we can see, we can communicate easier. I'm from Romania, somebody's from Georgia, somebody's from India. We can communicate and also understand the idea in the easier mode than, let's say, 5 years ago. And using this type of goals, I think also we can achieve to a better future. Okay, now, but also in the next 40 years, let's say. Now, the first one is SDG was sustainability. Here it can be some problems about understanding. Let's try to explain a little bit more. So, sustainability can be the quality of an anthropic activity to be carried out without exhausting the available resources, compromising the possibilities of satisfying the needs of the next generation. So, in other words, it can be the balance between economical growth, environmental protection, and also finding an alternative resources, as we can see in this diagram. Something like people, planet, profit, let's try to put in a better way and have interesting life. Now, how youth can help in digital period? Because, okay, we are talking like sustainability, we are talking about teaching, but also the main target is about youth. Okay, I say in digital period because in my opinion now we are living the fourth industrial revolution about IT. So youth can give us, let's say, educators feedback because kids, youth in general, are more honest and have more pure emotion than us. So it can be a very interesting factor to balance the situation. Also, youth can help the world using teamwork. For example, in Europe, in my country, there are a lot of interesting actions about pollution, how to combat using, I know, classrooms which cleaning the parks or kids which make interesting project about renewable energy. So ideas can be a lot. Also, it's about interaction. Interaction, okay, let's say again digital, because as we can see now, we have an international interaction between people and also kids all around the world. I think it's a bit good aspect because this is like a brainstorming. We are talking about ideas and together we can contribute and contribute and contribute to new efficient perspective. And not the less to courage to acknowledge environmental because as youth, as I'm still young, I think at 23 years old, I have a lot of curiosities and I like don't to be shy to explore and why not to find some new methods. Now, some suggestions and recommendations in my opinion. Okay, we are talking a lot about pollution because, okay, digital, but also we are living natural. So it can be a problem about if you not conserve the planet. About this, a recommendation can be to clean the environment. I think everybody can do this, like example which I see previously. Also, we can see a lot of dangers, like as I say, environment, also in digital, like cyber crimes, and also with hacks and a lot of things, and a lot of another dangers. I think a recommendation is to understand all of this and try to make, I don't know, some beneficial business. For example, I say environmental. What can are we doing like a business? It's invest in renewable energy. I say about cybercrime. Why not people try to be more protective with their social media accounts, or maybe people who like more IT area can become not hackers, but white hackers, people who combat the black hackers to have a safe virtual environment. And not the least, one of more important, in my opinion, informing the population, because the key in everything is about to communicate. So together, I hope we can have a better future. So in the final, I want to finish with one interesting, let's say, personal quote, which I made during all of this year. So live the present, but we don't forget the main moments from the past. And also thinking, what can you do in the future to be glorious, to achieve your dreams, and not the least, try to help the environment, also the community. Thanks for audience. I hope it was an interesting presentation. And if you have questions or suggestions, I'm open to hear, and why not to try to change all of this in the future. Thank you.
Yes, you are right. Your presentation is really great. We are proud of you. Thank you very much for being with us today and share an important, very interesting issue for us. Thank you. Thank you. We're proud of you. You are
Thank
amazing.
you very much for the invitation. Thank you.
No, thanks. No, thank you. Okay. And now we have also so wonderful students from Georgia. Mariam Skipurishvili. Can you hear me, dear? You are ready?
Yes.
Oh, so welcome. Best wishes. Go ahead.
Good
Introduce
evening.
yourself.
I'm going to start. Good evening. I am Mariam Skipurishvili, a public school student in the village of Bardubani, Terjola. I'm going to show you the presentation about sustainable development global. Sustainable development is an organizing principle for meeting human development goals while also sustaining the ability of the natural system to provide the natural resource and ecosystem service on which the economy and society defined. The desired result is a state of society where living conditions and resources are used to continue to meet human needs without undermining the integrity and stability of the natural system. Sustainable development was defined in the 1987 Brundtland Report as development that meets the need of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. As the concept of sustainable development developed, it has shifted its focus more towards the economic development, social development, and environmental protection for future generations. Sustainable development was first industrialized with the Rio process initiated at the 1992 Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. In 2050, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Sustainable Development Goals and explained how the goals are integrated and indivisible to achieve sustainable development at the global level. The 70 global addressed the global challenge, including poverty, climate change, environmental degradation, peace, and justice. Sustainable development is interlinked with the normative concept of sustainability. UNESCO formulated a distinction between the two concepts as follows: sustainability is often thought of as a long-term goal, while sustainable development refers to many processes and pathways to achieve it. The next one is climate change. Climate change describes global warming, the ongoing increase in global average temperature and its effect on the Earth climate system. Climate change in the broader sense also includes previous long-term change to Earth climate. The current rise in global average temperature is more rapid than previous change and is primarily caused by humans burning fossil fuels. It's over.
Wow, great, dear. Very interesting speech. Thank you so much, Maria.
And there is a little thing that are made by myself.
Wow, so wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are amazing.
Hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much. Of course, you are amazing. Congratulations. And thank you so much, your teacher, Gulu Slamanidze, also. And congratulations. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
and now we also have from
Спасибо
Georgia.
много, thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Best wishes. Thank you. Well done. And now we have also two amazing, beautiful young students, Anano and Mariam. So welcome. IIU stage is yours and good luck.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
I am
Anano. Hello,
welcome.
Anano I am the teacher from Georgia who holds Leeds Eco Club Future Europeans in our school. I'm honored to present my students Anano Izoria and Mariam Tordia, whom will now inform you about our club usually work. Please, Anano.
So welcome.
I am Anan. This is my friend Mari. We present to you the projects implemented by the members of the Eco Club Future Europeans. Let me just share the screen.
Yes, we can, of course.
Is it showing?
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm waiting in the. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. These are the members. Mariam Zora. Mariam Tordia and Anna Zora. We are from the municipality, Village Akhalabastumani Public School, Club of the Future Europeans. Is the problem solved? Problema isavari, orikma ismis?
No, now it is very good. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. The Sustainable Development Goals are a set of 17 goals and the 169 indicators that all UN member states agree to in order to achieve a better and more sustainable future. These goals address the global challenges we face today: poverty, prosperity, inequality, peace, and justice, as well as climate and environmental changes. These goals are closely related to each other. And in order to ensure that no one is left behind, it is important that each of these goals and indicators be met by 2030. The 4th and the 14th goal is about quality education and the ecosystem of Earth. Then we implemented these next activities. We visited the best garden of the year, whose owner talked about the importance of green space. Then we took plants to a closed kindergarten and we planted it together.
The 4th, 13, and 15 goals are about these activities. The member had a training about the biosystem around us. Then there was a project with the name of Don't Dry Up Swamps. There was an interactive project, The Earth is Our Home. There was a film showing of nature cataclysms.
The 4th and 13th goals were visiting a farmer and getting necessary information, and visiting and exploring a rare breed bird.
We formed a green patrol in the school, which has the aim of protecting the nature and patrolling it.
Sorry. The 15th goal.
the earth and the ecosystem. There was a week of planting trees. There was a competition between classes. My best green class.
Sustainable using a producting means waste management. Because of this goal, we have a circle called hardworking hands, where pupils make things out of second-hand waste.
To satisfy the second goal of sustainable development, every week there is a charity event and it is donated to people living without stable conditions.
In the club, every year there is an international day with an national company. We advise our generation to start the right way of using water in the right way. Sports events and competitions are constantly held to promote and healthy lifestyle.
The 16th goal is about peace and justice and strong institutes. In this goal, we implemented these next activities: Autism Recognition Day, Down Syndrome Day, and Europe is Our Choice Day.
This year, we are planning activities which consist of all 17 goals of sustainable development. This is our work for 2021-2022 Eco Club. Thank you for all your attention.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you. They're beautiful, talented, energetic. Wow, great job. So proud of you. Thank you so much. Շատ սարի մսալևիա, ძალიან დიდი մადლობა. Ოჩახ, გილოცავთ. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So welcome. So proud of you. Great job. Congratulations. Wow, well done. And now, dear Iriana, can you hear me? I think now your students is ready.
Yes, I can hear you. Kristalina, can you hear us? Are you ready now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to start reading. As the world warms, extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense. Sea levels are rising, polar-grown droughts are putting pressure on food crops, and many animal and plant species are being driven to extinction. It's hard to imagine what we as individuals can do to resolve a problem of this scale and severity. The good news is that we are not alone. People, communities, cities, businesses, schools, faith groups, and other organizations are taking actions. We're fighting like our lives depend on it, because they do. Responsible consumption and productions. Achieving economic growth and sustainable development requires what we urgently reduce in our ecological footprint by changing the way we produce and consume goods and resources. Agriculture is the biggest user of water worldwide, and in Croatia now claims to close to 70% of all our fresh water for human use. Responsible consumptions and our productions, the efficient management of our shared natural resources, and the way they dispose of toxic waste and pollutions, they are the most important targets to achieve in this goal. In encouraging industries, businesses, and consumers to recycle and reduce waste is equally important, as it is supporting developing countries by to move towards to sustainable patterns of consumption by 2030. As developing regions industrialize, their use of raw materials grow. The material footprint is an occurrence of fossils, fuels, and other raw materials extracted globally and used in particular countries. It reflects the amount of primary materials required to meet a country's needs and to be appropriate of institutional and the middle standard of living or level capitalizations of an economy. From the 2000 to 2010, the material footprint per GDP for developed regions dropped as a result of greater efficiency and industrial progress. Worldwide consumptions and productions are driving a force to the global economy rest on the use of natural
Christina, mute your microphone, please. Can Christina?
Yes, I am sorry for that little
No,
pause.
no, sorry.
Rest on the use. Okay. Economic and social progress over the last centuries have been accompanied by environmental degradation that is endangering the very symptoms of our on which future development is needed. Our very severe depends. The COVID-19 pandemic offers countries and property to build recovery plans that will reverse current trends and change our consumptions and product patterns towards a more sustainable future. Sustainable consumptions and productions is about doing and better with less. It is also about developing economic growth from environmental degradation, increasing resources efficiently, and promoting sustainable lifestyle. Sustainable consumptions and produce can also contribute substantially to poverty alleviation and transitions toward low carbon and green economies. We use energy wisely and to save money too. By becoming more energy efficient, you do not only pollute less, but save money too. Let's consider making or some real of these small changes. Together, they can really add up. A house with furnace is like a car that all day. Swap your furnace for a heat pump, which works by extracting heat and transfer it to another. Install a programmable thermostat. Swap your gas stove for an electric stove, which will also lower indoor air pollution. Unplug computers, TVs, and other electronics when you're not using them. Wash clothes in cold water. Hang dry your clothes when you can, and you use blow dryers when you can't. Green your communicate. In Canada, transportations account of 24% of climate polluting emissions, a close second to the oil and gas industry. They make always to reduce your transportation emissions will also make you healthier, happier, and save you a few bucks. Whenever and wherever you can. Take public transit, ride a bike or advocate for bike, lands in your community, car share, if you have a large infection, vehicle retire and a switch to an electronic or plug-in hybrid vehicle, fly less, because if you do fly, make sure offset your emissions. Invest in the renewables and divest from fossil fuels. Even if you can't install a solar panel or a wind turbine, you can still be a part of the clean energy economy. Search online for locally renewable energy co-ops to join. As a member, you'll own part of the co-op's renewable energy projects and yearly receive a return on your investment. You can also speak for your financial advisor about clean energy or technology investments. Now, this is a little image cutscene, but I am not going to read it, okay? And then the last part, available water resources on our planet and in our country are always of producing and collecting water in accordance with the future conditions of our country. Water management always is to develop new custom skills related to water will cover. The most important and permanent solution of the water scarcity in the worst education of people. Here, we aim to create awareness of the importance of water and water conservation for our students. They will learn to use water economically and apply it. They will learn about water recycling through methods such as purification, distillation, and integrity. Them also in their daily lives. They will develop alternative methods to reduce water consumption, and thanks to our project, not only our students, but also students' families and other people will gain awareness as they try to discriminate. We just want to
Okay, Kristalina. Thank you very much for your presentation. Maybe another time you can say something else.
Yes, please tell. Go ahead.
But still, you can get the point, which is to purify our planet and make it a better place for humans to live in, because our lives depend on it.
Thank you so much. Irena, she is great. Thank you so much. So wonderful. Proud of you. Congratulations. Best teacher, best students.
Thank you very much.
Albania, congratulations. Thank you so much for everything. Well done.
Thank you. I also apologize for the little pause because I don't know what happened to the connection or something, but I still apologize for that.
Your little brother, maybe some noise is there.
Yeah, that's the little brother. Anyway, I thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are very cute, Kristalina. Thank you. Thank you, Inga. Thank you, dear Nada. Thank you, all the team of IIU.
Thank you, dear. Great job. Okay, and now we have again also wonderful students and teacher from Georgia. Ekaterina, can you hear me? You are ready?
Yes, I can
Students
see
are
you.
ready? Okay,
Yeah, we are ready. Okay, so hello, first of all, everyone. Thanks for IIU University for giving us this great chance to present our presentations and you, dear Inga. So I'm going to share a screen, and Annie, please turn on your microphone and let's start our presentation. Okay, introduce yourself and go ahead.
Hello, my name is Ani Pailote, a student of Public School of Funzi in 8th grade. My teacher is Ekaterina Quantaliani, and today I will talk about first global goal, no poverty. In the presentation, I will try to answer these questions. How is poverty understood generally? What are global targets by 2013? What can we do to reduce poverty? What do I personally do to eliminate poverty? Let's talk about how is poverty understood. Eradicating poverty is not a task of charity. It's an act of justice and key to unlocking an enormous human potential. Still, nearly half of the world population lives in poverty, and the lack of food and clean water is killing thousands every single day. Everyone in the world has a chance to prosper and live productive and rich life. Let's talk about targets. Everyone can help to make sure that we meet global targets. Use these 5 targets to create action to end poverty in all its forms. First target is to eradicate extreme poverty. By 2013, reduce extreme poverty for all people everywhere, currently measured as people living on less than $1.25 a day. Second target is to reduce poverty by at least 50%. By 2013, reduce at least by half the proportion of men, women, and children of all ages living in poverty. In all these measures according to the national definitions. Next target is to implement social protection systems. Implement national appropriate social protection systems and measures for all, including floors. And by 2013, achieve substantial coverage of the poor and the vulnerable. Next target is equal rights to ownership, basic services, technology, and economic resources. By 2013, ensure that all men and women, in the particular the poor and the vulnerable, have equal rights to economic resources, as well access to basic services, ownership, and control over land and other forms of property and inheritance. And last target is to building resilience to environmental, economic, and social disasters. By 2013, building the shelter of the poor and those in danger situation and reduce their troubles to climate-related extreme events and other economic, social, and environmental disasters. What can we do to reduce poverty? Any donation, big or small, can make a difference. Donate what you don't use. Local characters will give you gently used clothes, books, and furniture a new life. Support campaigns collecting items for victims of emergencies. Donate your clothes, food, supplies, and etc. to support those in need. What do I do to reduce poverty? I try not to throw small clothes and give them to other children who need them most. With classmates, I buy food and give it to poor families. When I see people who beg at the street, I immediately give them some money. Everyone can make difference. Everyone can make change. Just try to reduce poverty. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
And once again, thank you, dear Inga and IIU University, for this chance. This is this third occasion that my students are presenting here, so it's a great motivation for us. Thanks.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. You are a great teacher, and congratulations. Also, your students are amazing today. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Okay, and now we have a request from Spain. Dear Mila, can you hear me, dear? I think she's... Dear Mila, can you hear me? Okay, I think she's not. I have her video, and I would like to share this video. 1 minute. Can you see my screen? Voice clear, dear Ekaterina.
There is a voice problem, dear Inga.
Now?
Now it's good.
In the world. Thank you all for your attention and deepest gratitude and respect to Her Excellency Dr. Inga Kharchilava for inviting me as a guest speaker at this international event. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the importance of teaching students adaptability and being coachable. First, let's define what we mean by adaptability and coachability. Adaptability is the ability to adjust to new situations, environments are challenging. It's the ability to think solutions and come up with creative solutions to problems. Coachability, on the other hand, is the willingness and ability to listen to feedback and incorporate it into one's actions and behavior. Now, why are these skills important for students and teachers? The world is changing faster than ever before, and it's becoming increasingly important for people to be able to adapt to new situations. Students who are adaptable and coachable will be better equipped to handle the challenges of the modern world and thereby be more successful in their careers and personal lives. In addition to the practical benefits, there are also many educational benefits to teaching students adaptability and coachability. These skills will help students to be more engaged in their learning and can improve the ability to collaborate and work with others. So how can we teach students and teachers adaptability and coachability? One way is to provide them with opportunities to learn and grow in new and challenging environments. This can include things like field trips, problem-based learning activities, or even just letting students take on leadership roles in class projects. Another way to model adaptability and coachability ourselves as teachers are the following three ways. Firstly, showing willingness to try new things and learn from our mistakes. One of the key aspects of adaptability is the ability to experiment and learn from our mistakes, and showing our students that it's okay to take risks, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and share our own experiences and try new things and learning from them. Secondly, by being open to feedback and suggestion. Another key aspect of coachability is the ability to listen to feedback and incorporate it into our actions and our day-to-day life, our behavior. So by showing our students that we value their input and we are open to their suggestions, this will help them also model this important skill. Thirdly, demonstrating flexibility and creativity. This involves the ability to think on our feet and come up with creative solutions to problems, and thereby showing our students that we are flexible, we are creative in our approaches to challenges, and we encourage them to do the same, thereby modeling it in them and ourselves. Finally, it's important to provide students with regular feedback and opportunities for self-reflection. This will help them to understand their own strengths and weaknesses and help them develop strategies for improving and adapting. So in conclusion, teaching students and teaching adaptability and coachability is essential for helping them to succeed in this modern world and providing them with opportunities to learn and grow, modeling these skills ourselves, and providing regular feedback. We will help our students to develop their skills even more.
So, hello. Well, thank you, Mila from Spain. And thank you again, IIU University, because it's really international. And so from different countries, we've got a chance to give us our speech and talk about really important issues, which is called the sustainable development and the global targets. Well, thank you, Inga. Actually, you're really amazing person.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear Ekaterina. Thank you, dear Mila. Your speech really amazing. Thank you so much. Or everything. Dear Mikhail, can you hear me? Please tell something. I think we have the song amazing
heard you.
conference.
Sorry?
I think we have today so amazing conference. Your opinion?
Yes, it was very interesting. I see a lot of interesting perspective. And also I want to congratulate everyone because I think everybody had something special apart about all of them. And as I say in my presentation, I think together with all of these youth innovations, guys can bring an interesting future.
Yes. Thank you so much. You are right. Irena, can you hear me? I see. Okay. Students, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I'm really proud of you all. Today is very great job. Thank you so much to all of today's amazing guests. It was an amazing conference. Our youth are actually our future. I'm very happy. Yes, and proud today. I'm very thankful to IIU, our founder, Mr. Peyush Pandit, IIU team, and our participants who are always with us. Thank you so much, Mariam Mamagulashvili, always with us, always help you. Thank you so much, all participants again. Please fill link or certificate. To the teachers of Europe, please join us and give your students a chance to share their new vision with us. Thank you so much, dear Nada. She's always support us. Thank you all today's amazing guests. Again, amazing students and teachers. Congratulations all. IIU is a change. IIU brings a change. IIU is a revolution. Bye.
I have a question.
Thank you. Congratulations. Well done.
Hi, I have a question.